This is Life for You, the first TV magazine in Second Life, with Kira Singh and Christoph Brun.
Hello, Second Lifers, and welcome to Life for You.
Yes, and rest assured you've made a very good choice of programs. That is, if you're looking for expert SL news, entertainment, and advice.
That's right, Christoph. And now let's see what we have in store for you this week.
The People's Voice. Life for You takes stock after the first week of Voice Tool on the main grid. How satisfied are residents with the new tool? What problems have yet to be solved? And what tricks can you take advantage of? Welcome, Captain Future! William Gibson, the American author who coined the term cyberspace, has finally entered Second Life with a lecture nobody will forget. There's no business like the fashion business. We'll show you why it is definitely not enough to just make trendy clothes these days. Designers absolutely need a proper show to present their wares and get their names out there in the virtual world.
So, Christoph, up until recently, we were the only ones who were really able to talk in SL. But with the new voice grid, everybody can do it.
That's right, Kira. But since the introduction of the voice tool on the main grid, reactions and feedback haven't been completely positive. In fact, there's been a lot of criticism.
Here's a report from one of our chief editors, Harley Kohime, and our beloved staff reporter, Rube Rabiani, on all the advantages, frustrations, mistakes, and tricks regarding the new SL technology. Of course, using voice tool.
At first you need a headset in real life, mute the loudspeaker, and now push the button edit and the button preferences, and here the voice chat button. If you have activated at first enable voice chat, then maybe it is good for you here voice from avatar position, then start viewer in push to talk mode. And now you let run the run voice setup wizard.
Okay.
At the first, you can look. That is yes, enable voice chat. Next, you can look here voice chat from avatar position and start view and push to talk modus. And next, you have a previews for your microphone. And next, finish, and you can talk with everybody in Second Life who has the voice chat activated.
So, once again, put on your headset, enable the voice chat function. Now, go to the wizard setup, decide which type of sound you prefer, adjust your sound card, wait for the feedback, activate it down at the bar, and talk away. After realizing that it actually worked, I finally get to hear both his voice and my own. Now, it's time to get out in The Sims to get some hands-on practice and do some research. I bumped into a bunch of experts as well as some ordinary citizens. Here are some typical responses that reflect the general feeling about Voice Tool in SL.
Hi, my name is Fuente Claes from IDEA Virtual Island. In my opinion, it's a very important tool for SL. We have been waiting for a long time because it's very necessary for our series. 1 day per week we arrange a fair for SL agencies, and at last now it's possible to communicate in the way we need.
As Nikki Winkler explains, for her the second and the real life are two completely different worlds, and she strictly wants to disjoin the two, because using the voice function would connect these both worlds, so Nikki is staying communicating with the normal typing chat and the EM in the end.
I tested the voice tool. It works really well. You can mute people, you can make people louder, you have a slider, a volume slider for each individual person in your vicinity or on your friends list. So that makes it very easy if people have, crappy headsets or a microphone that is too low. You can bring up the level a little bit. Yeah, I think the voice tool is great.
The overall opinion after a full week of Voice Tool on the main grid is for the most part very positive. Technical difficulties are minimal, and even though we are constantly hearing about small problems, we've also heard from residents who talked about doing a voice conference with 15 different people with no problem at all. A new era in Second Life has begun. This has been Harley Kohima and Rube Rabiani for Life for You. Hey, Christoph, don't you think you and I should sit down and finally have a good talk? Let me just make one thing clear once again. Everybody can use the new technology, but not everybody has to. Got it, Rube?
Now, you boys. Let's not get into Second Life's first war of words. We've got much more important things to talk about. So without further ado, here's the first TV magazine in Second Life with more news in brief.
Presented by SL Info, the community in Second Life.
New terror attacks on the rise. Hackers have once again hit Second Life pretty hard. You can watch the results of their spectacular attacks online at sites such as YouTube. These guys usually attack major companies such as the Reebok store, which was indeed recently the victim of a hacker hit. It's still unclear as to who's behind these attacks, although it is interesting to note that the headquarters of the Second Life Liberation Army, which many would describe as a terrorist organization, just happens to be a casino. Is it possible that we're dealing with the revenge of the gamblers here? Gambling ban a bust? The ban on gambling instituted by Linden Labs hasn't had the effect it set out to achieve, nor the one that many feared it would have. Why? Well, even though casinos have been banned from directories and search functions, gambling enthusiasts still have access to slot machines and other games for free, and suppliers themselves haven't changed a thing. Linden has indeed banned several casinos, but not all of them by far. Could this just be a move to get some good press? Or does Linden really lack the time and personnel to implement their own laws? We've yet to find out. Cheap homes for bright minds. Educators Co-op on Sunset Beach is currently advertising an innovative new offer. After a hard day's work, professors can feel right at home in SL without having to log out. They can get one of 1,024 lots for $80 per year. Homes range from feudal houses to modern apartments, and pretty much anything is possible. But hurry! There are yellow reserved signs as far as the eye can see. A Wild Wild West hero. The New Beginnings sim is the place to be for all Western heroes in SL. Are you missing the right clothes? No need to worry. Pick up the perfect outfit at the tractor and take a look at the bull who's obviously eager for his next rodeo victim. You'll even find real competitions here. Buffalo Bill's also around, and at the Texas Saloon you'll be able to chat up some nice-looking gals and take a look at the latest wanted posters. Cheers, honey.
Life for You will be right back in a few seconds.
From now on, every Thursday, the Idea Company is holding their Exhibition Day. Come to Idea Virtual Island and be involved in discussions and see the companies on display. Every Thursday, 5 to 7 a.m. SL time. Be there or be square.